Director of Malum, and this
My
is
name is Anthony de Blasi.
Jesse Sula.
Jessica Sula. Jessie.
She's drunk already.
Wasted.
Who plays Jessica in the movie?
Yeah, I do.
I only cast her because she had the same name.
And that's okay with me. There's a lot of us. So.
She's gonna hijack this interview. Totally.
No, I will.
But
Carry on,
no,
you
it's
talk.
good. I'm just giving the first spiel,
Oh,
and then you can
course.
talk all you want. So, we redid this because last shift on the first film, we did it for a very small budget, and because of that, we had to leave some stuff on the table. And when I was happy with that movie, I was very satisfied with it, and it got a good fan base. But I really wanted that film to play theatrically. We kind of designed it to be watched with the crowd and to play in a theater. So when the Welcome Villain guys approached me and said, hey, what do you think about revisiting this world of Last Shift? And we decided to go with a reimagining. It was a lot about bringing in a new audience and kind of pulling some things we felt worked in the first one so that a flavor of that is in this new one. But ultimately, it's a pretty different film.
Your daddy started something very important. Tonight we're gonna finish it.
Well, it's interesting because with this, especially when it gets to geared up of like planning, like more of the action type sequences of things, you know what's happening because you have to rehearse. So I would just honestly watch really horrible shit
things.
online.
That was her method.
That was my whole thing. I'd watch, like a real life I mean, there's some things I won't, but, just really just gnarly stuff, just to keep my brain a little bit clouded in like a sad way. And then, what is the name of that album? It's like used in Sinister, but it's this one group.
It's Accursed and Over.
Yeah, yeah, that's
that one.
That one. I would listen to that a lot.
Dark music, pretty dark.
Yeah, and it's kind of
stuff.
like it feels like natural, like weird sounds.
Weird
and
sounds,
technical
vocal stuff.
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah.
feel it. I would listen to that, and yeah, I would just try. And Anthony was pretty good with those things of like talking to me about where my character had been beforehand. Situations like when it comes to the very first time I'm sad or scared, actually scared. He's like, you think you're descending into madness. You think you're like your mother. So just we would ground it in those ways too. So that's really it.
I think, what was cool with Last Shift, I think people can still, if you've seen it, you can go to your friend and say, hey, I got this scary movie, you should check it out. But again, kind of designing Malum for this theatrical experience, people will enjoy it the same way later when it's on streaming. Believe me, they'll be scared at home too. But going to see it in a theater, we designed so much of the sound around this experience, so much of the way it was shot. It was really meant for a big screen. And with the new audience, I think coming in as fresh is good. Like, I don't think people should go out and see, let me go see the first movie. It's totally unnecessary. Yeah. And that's what we wanted to do for this film. People don't even have to know the first one exists. And they'll get some great scares that existed in the first one, just a bit different here, but they won't even know, right? They haven't seen Last Shift. They'll get a lot of new scares. And it's really designed to be like a 90-minute movie that you can just go on this kind of insane, scary ride for that time.
It's all my mates over there being like, what the?
What the fuck?
Which is so funny.
What was it like? You filmed in a Kentucky prison, right?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It's the energy there is dark, It's like people have no freedom in there. So, and it was like haunted and old and
it was old and
shut down.
Been empty for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And when you go into places like that, there's not a lot you have to do. It's designed almost how you write it on a page. It was a massive station. It was in the heart of the city. It was 4 stories in a basement, and we'd go, and the upper floors were it was hot, it was summertime. The upper floors were where they housed the inmates, various kinds of cells and solitary places, and there was blood on the walls and the things that you like, history there that, we had to come in and clean up before we shot, but there definitely was
Didn't sound take record one day? So
Yeah.
They were like, I definitely recorded something that.
Yeah, the sound team.
Yeah, it's so funny.
The sound team came in with something we did on the first film too, and on this film is we create a sound library in pre-production. So while we're editing, we can really create a landscape and sound, and they recorded over 1,000 sounds over 2 days, and they like where we shot the morgue stuff. They have EMF and things like that. And there's the readings in these rooms are crazy, what they're picking up, and they're like, it's haunted.
It's haunted.
It's haunted. And we had a last minute talk, and we have decided to do a double feature of Last Shift and Malum back to back right now. No intermission. We're not even going to show the credits of Last Shift. It's just going to roll right into Malum. I'm screwing with everyone, but I know you really want that.